Student, welcome to the online classes of chemistry. So, in our last class, we discussed about the de Broglie equation and Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. So, today we will discuss what is the significance of uncertainty principle. Significance of uncertainty principle. So, in our last class we discussed about the dual behavior of matter, that is the de Broglie equation and uncertainty principle. So, according to uncertainty principle, we know that it is impossible to determine simultaneously the exact position and momentum of an electron, or that is this position or location. And here, what is the significance of uncertainty principle? So, here one of the important implication of Heisenberg's uncertainty principle is that it rules out the existence of definite orbit. It rules out the existence of a definite orbit or trajectories or definite path. So, ಇದು ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ ಪಾತ್ ಅದ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಏನದಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪಾತ್ ಒಳಗೆ ತಿರುಗ್ತದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಏನದಲ್ಲ ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ, ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ Heisenberg's uncertainty principle is that it rules out the existence of a definite circular path or a definite path or a definite orbit or trajectory of electron ಅನ್ನಬಹುದು, trajectory of electron and other similar particles. ಮತ್ತು ಇದೇ ರೀತಿ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಬೇರೆ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ಗಳಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಇದು ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಬಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ದ ಟ್ರಜೆಕ್ಟರಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಪಾತ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಹೌ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿಟರ್ಮೈನ್ಡ್? ದ ಟ್ರಜೆಕ್ಟರಿ ಆಫ್ ಎನ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿಟರ್ಮೈನ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಲೊಕೇಶನ್ ಆರ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ವಿಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಆಟ್ ವೇರಿಯಸ್ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ನೊಳಗೆ ಅದರ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಮತ್ತು ಅದರ ವಿಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಏನದಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಗೊತ್ತಾತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಟ್ರಜೆಕ್ಟರಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಅದರ ಪಾತ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ದ ಟ್ರಜೆಕ್ಟರಿ ಆಫ್ ಎನ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿಟರ್ಮೈನ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಲೊಕೇಶನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ವಿಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಆಟ್ ವೇರಿಯಸ್ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್. ಟ್ರಜೆಕ್ಟರಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಪಾತ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಸೊ ಇದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ important implication of Heisenberg's uncertainty principle is that it rules out the existence of definite path, or that is it rules out the definite path. So remember students, Heisenberg's uncertainty principle is that it rules out the existence of a definite path. It rules out the existence of definite path or trajectory, path, orbit, trajectory of electrons and other similar particles and other similar particles. So here the trajectory means the trajectory of an object is determined look here student, the trajectory of an object is determined by its position or location. You may say that is by its position or by its location and its velocity at various moments. ನೋಡಿ, ಸೊ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ, ಟ್ರಜೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿ ಆಫ್ ಎನ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಅದ, ಇದು ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಾನ್, ಇದು ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್, ಇದು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ತಿರುಗಲಿಕ್ಕತ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್, ಸೊ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಆಫ್ ಹೈಸೆನ್ಬರ್ಗ್ ಅನ್ಸರ್ಟೈನಿಟಿ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಇಸ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಇಟ್ ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ಔಟ್ ದ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ ಪಾತ್ ಆರ್ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ ಟ್ರಜೆಕ್ಟರೀಸ್. It is one of the important implication. So here trajectory means of an object is determined by its location and position. ಇದರದ್ದು ಲೊಕೇಶನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು, ತಿಳಿತು, ಅಥವಾ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ವಿಲಾಸಿಟಿ. ಇವೆರಡೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಎಟ್ ವೇರಿಯಸ್ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ತಿಳಿತು, ಎಟ್ ವೇರಿಯಸ್ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕ್ಷಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಗೊತ್ತಾತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಟ್ರಜೆಕ್ಟರಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಪಾತ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಹೈಸೆನ್ಬರ್ಗ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ಸರ್ಟೈನಿಟಿ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ಔಟ್. It rules out the existence of a trajectory or existence of a path. So student, the second important part is the effect, this effect of, look here, the effect of Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. Second part, the effect of Heisenberg's uncertainty principle is applicable or significant. Uncertainty principle is significant. Significant, applicable, significant only for microscopic object. Significant only for look here students, microscopic object, only for microscopic object, and is negligible to the macroscopic, negligible for that of macroscopic object. It is the important one, macroscopic object. So here this can be seen by using some examples. Look here students, the effect of Heisenberg's uncertainty principle is significant only microscopic, the object which are very minute, very small, microscopic object, and is negligible for that of macro. Difference between micro and macro. Micro means ಅತಿ ಸೂಕ್ಷ್ಮ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು, ಕಣ್ಣಿಗೆ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ಲಾರ್ದಂಥದ್ದು. ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ರೋ ಕಣ್ಣಿಗೆ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ visible, it is not visible by naked eyes. Macroscopic and microscopic. So Heisenberg's uncertainty principle is applicable only for microscopic object and is negligible for macroscopic object. So let us see few example here. So let us see by using Heisenberg's equation, mathematical expression. Look here students. So this can be seen from the following example. Example number 1. Look here. If the Heisenberg's if the uncertainty principle is applied to the object, any that is object of milligram, that is a macroscopic object. If the Heisenberg's uncertainty principle is applied to the object of milligram, applied to the object of mass, milligram. It is macroscopic. Mass say about that is milligram. Milligram means it is 10 raised to minus 6 kg. 1 milligram is equal to 10 raised to minus 6 kg. So look here, if the uncertainty principle is applied to the object of mass milligram. So if it is applied to this, applied to the object of mass milligram, 1 milligram, that is 10 raised to minus 6 kg. Then we have delta x into delta v is equal to h upon 4 pi into m. It is Heisenberg's uncertainty formula. Delta x, delta v is equal to or greater than h upon 4 pi m. And now substituting these values. So therefore delta x into delta v is equal to h value 6.626 into 10 raised to minus 34. So look here student, here instead of joules second I am taking another new, that is unit. So look here, joules is equal to kg meter square per second. It is a joules, instead of joules you may use a kg meter square per second square. So it is the unit here. So I will write here divided by so 4 into, we know pi value 3.141 or 3.14 and into mass of an object is 10 raised to minus 6 kg. 10 raised to minus 6 kg. So here I will take joules second. Look here, I will write here joules second is equal to kg meter square per second. So I will write here kg meter square per second square, and joules it is second, means Js is equal to kg meter square per second. Second, that is this second is cancelled here, that is like this. Kg meter square second square into second cancels here. So look here, what happens here, delta x into delta v, otherwise you may write delta v into delta x is equal to 6.626 divided by 4 into 3.14 into, look here students, kg cancels and here second cancels. So only meter square per second is remained. So what is the value here? It is nothing but 10 raised to, look here, I will take this to the numerator. So it is numerator means it becomes plus means it is near about, so 28. It is near about 28 means that is in 34, if it is removed it is 10 raised to minus 28. 10 raised to 28 meter square per second. And here the total value is delta x into delta v is equal to 0.5 into 10 raised to minus 28 meter square per second. Look here student, it is the value. Actually it is 0.52, or you may write 10 raised to minus 28 only directly. You may write 10 raised to minus 28 meter square per second. So here the value of delta v, the value of delta v, delta x, delta v obtained is extremely small. And is insignificant. Is extremely small and is insignificant. Look here students, ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? So if the uncertainty principle is applied to an object of mass milligram, means for macroscopic object ಗೆ ನಾವೇನದಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ಸರ್ಟನಿಟಿ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿರಿ. ಇದು 1 ಮಿಲಿಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅದ, ಅದರ 10⁻⁶ kg ಅದ. ದೆನ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈಯಿಂಗ್ ಹೈಸೆನ್ಬರ್ಗ್ ಅನ್ಸರ್ಟನಿಟಿ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಹಾಕಿದೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ 4 ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪೈ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಗೊತ್ತದ 3.141 ಅದ, ಇಂಟು 10⁻⁶ kg ಹಾಕಿದೆ. ಇದ್ರ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಏನದಲ್ಲ 0.5 ಇಂಟು 10⁻28 ಮೀಟರ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಪರ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಬಂದು 0.5 ಬರೀಲಿ ನಡೀತದೆ ನೀವು. So 10⁻28, this value is the value of delta x delta v obtained is extremely small and is insignificant. Means look here students, it is not applicable for macroscopic object. Heisenberg's uncertainty principle is insignificant for macroscopic object. It is macroscopic, milligram, which we can see. Now let us apply Heisenberg's uncertainty principle for microscopic object like electron or photon. So I think it is clear, and here the value is very small and is negligible and it is insignificant. So then let us see another example. Look here, second example I will write here. Second example, in case of microscopic objects like electron. So what happens here? In case of microscopic object like electron, if I take electron, so its mass is 9.11 into 10⁻31 kg. Its mass is 9.11 into 10⁻31 kg. Then what happens here? If applying here uncertainty principle is applied. Uncertainty principle is applied. So what happens here? For this, so I will write delta v into delta x is equal to h upon 4 pi m. Therefore delta v delta x is equal to 6.626 into 10⁻34 joules. Instead of joules I will write this kg meter square per second square into second divided by 4 into 3.14 into mass is equal to 9.11 into 10⁻31 kg. kg cancels here, second cancels. So here what happens? Delta v delta x is equal to 6.626 divided by 4 into 3.14 into 9.11 into 10⁻². Look here students, is 31, it is if you take in numerator it becomes plus, then 34, that is 31, so it becomes that is near value. So what is the value here? The near value is near about 10⁻² minus, that is 34, and 31 it is 10⁻³ it is a 10⁻³ So what happens here? 10⁻³ So here then delta v delta x is equal to 6.626 divided by 4 into 3.14 into 9.111. So what is the value here? So the value is again here it is 0.05 into 10⁻³ or it is 0.5 into 10⁻⁴ meter square per second. Meter square per second. Look here, it is the value here 10⁻⁴ meter square per second, or it is that is 0.05. One decimal is taken on the right hand side, it is 10⁻⁻1 and it becomes 10⁻⁴. Look here students, the value the value is larger one. In case of microscopic object, the value obtained is much higher or much larger. The value delta V, delta X obtained is much larger, much larger and is significant, much larger and is significant. Such uncertainties are significant, or you may say that is such uncertainties are of real consequence or of real say a consequence means significant. So you ಏನದಲ್ಲ, so significant adavu, real consequence. So it is about, look here the value you will get here 6.626 divided by 4 into 3.114 into 9.11, you will get 0.05, and then decimal point is moved on the right hand side, you will get 0.5 into 10 raised to minus 4. So this value, the value of delta V, delta X obtained is much larger, such uncertainties are of real consequence or significant. So therefore it shows that Heisenberg's uncertainty principle is only significant for microscopic object, but it is negligible for macroscopic object. So let us see few examples on this de Broglie equation as well as on the uncertainty principle. Look here students, problem number 1. Number 1, what will be the wavelength of ball of mass 0.1 kg moving with a velocity of 10 meters per second. Look here students, very simple problem. And here what will be the wavelength of ball, lambda of mass 0.1 kg, he has given the mass, moving with velocity has given velocity. So velocity is given and mass is given, then the problem is definitely from de Broglie equation. We know that. Right? De Broglie equation. What is de Broglie equation? Lambda is equal to h upon mv. Then what is h here? H is equal to 6.626 into 10 raised to minus 34 joule second, and mass is equal to, this mass of the ball is 0.1 kg and its velocity is equal to 10 meters per second. Over, substitute all these values. So look here, lambda is equal to 6.626 into 10 raised to minus 34. I will write this joules, another one unit. This joule second is equal to kg meter square per second square into second. This one cancels here. You will get kg meter square per second. divided by mv, mass is equal to 0.1 kg into velocity, so it is 10 meters per second. So meter cancels, then second cancels, and kg cancels here. So 1 m is left. So here lambda is equal to, so what happens here? 6.626, it is near about 6.626 into, look here, it is 0.1, it is 10, again it becomes as it is. So 6.626 into 10 raised to minus 34 meter. This is the answer. Lambda is clear. It is about this lambda, how to determine this lambda. And the next one, second one, the mass of an electron is 9.1 into 10 raised to minus 31 kg. If its kinetic energy is 3 into 10 raised to minus 25 joules, calculate its wavelength. Look here students, we know here what is kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is equal to 1 by 2 mv square. Look here, kinetic energy is equal to 1 by 2 mv square. And here the question is that the mass of an electron is given, and if its kinetic energy is given, kinetic energy is 3 into 10 raised to minus 25, calculate its wavelength. So here we have nu. Then what is the nu? So what is nu? First we have to calculate nu, then you will get the wavelength. So look here, first I will write here 1 by 2 mv square here, then v square is equal to, look here, v square is equal to, I will take this one this side, kinetic energy 2 into kinetic energy divided by, so it is m. Look here students, it is 2 into kinetic energy divided by m, it is v square is equal to. Then what is v is equal to? Therefore v is equal to 2 into kinetic energy divided by m raised to 1 by 2. It is nothing but root 2 into kinetic energy divided by m. Then substitute values. V is equal to 2 into kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is given 3 into 10 raised to minus 25 joules divided by, so it is its mass of the electron is given in kg, 9.1 into 10 raised to minus 31, it is kg. Then I will change this unit here, so it is kg meter square per second square. Kg cancels here. Then here look here, it is raised to 1 by 2. It is raised to 1 by 2. 2 into 3 into 10 raised to minus 25, that is joules. I changed here kg meter square per second, and here 9.1 into 10 raised to minus 31 kg. So what happens here? So look here students, here the value it becomes half. So I will do here, I will show here near about, that is 2 into 3, it is nothing but nu is equal to 2 3s are 6 divided by 9.1 into, so it is 10 raised to minus 31 and it becomes up here, if it is taken numerator 10 raised to minus 31, it becomes plus 31. Plus 31 and it is 25 is removed, it becomes 6, 10 raised to 6. It becomes 10 raised to 6 here, plus 31 and then plus 31 and subtract this minus 25, and minus 25 is subtracted and then you will get 10 raised to 6 here. Then 2 3s are 6, 9.1, 10 raised to 6, it is meter square per second square raised to 1 by 2. Now determine its root. It becomes 10 raised to 3. Look here student, it becomes 10 raised to 3. It becomes meter, it becomes per second. Then 6 upon 9.1, its root value is nearly. So it is nearly. Nu is equal to, it is 0.812 into 10 raised to 3. 0.812 into 10 raised to 3, half. So then its unit is meter per second, or nu is equal to 812. 10 raised to 3 is removed. 812 meters per second. This is the answer here. Then he asked wavelength. Then we know that second part, lambda is equal to h upon mv. Lambda is equal to h upon mv. Then substitute these values. 6.626 into 10 raised to minus 34, and here again this mass of this electron. What is the mass of electron? It is 9.1 into 10 raised to minus 31, it is kg. I will write here kg meter square per second only. I will subtract that into V, new value 812, it is meters per second. 812 meters per second. 812 meters per second. So what happens here? Look here, 6.626 into 10 raised to minus 34 divided by 9.1 into 10 raised to minus 31. Kg goes out, meter goes out, second goes out, and only that is lambda. So lambda is equal to 8967. So 896.7, it is nanometer. It is a direct answer, nanometer. Otherwise you may write that is here it is 0. It is instead of here you will get 896.7 into 10 raised to minus, actually its value is 896.7 into 10 raised to minus 9 meter. Actually its value is like this, and it should be converted into direct, that is in nanometer. 896.7 nanometer. Otherwise 896.7 into 10 raised to minus 9 meter, its value is here. You may write this value, or you may write this value, any value. It is the second problem. And now look here students, here kinetic energy is given, kinetic energy is obtained, and after that lambda is taken. Remember here root 1 by 2, half, and half here, that is it becomes 10 raised to 6, and when root is removed then it becomes 10 raised to 3, it become only meter and it become only per second, and its value is 0.812, and it is 0.812 into 10 raised to 3, and here this 10 raised to 3 is removed, 812, and here it is the value. Now let us see another problem. Then next one, third one, calculate the mass of a photon with wavelength with wavelength 3.6 angstrom unit. 3.6 angstrom unit. Lambda is equal to 3.6 angstrom unit is equal to 3.6 into 10 raised to minus 10, it is a nanometer. We know that 1 angstrom unit is equal to 10 raised to minus 10 nanometer. Look here students, it is in meter. 1 angstrom unit is equal to 10 raised to minus 10 meter. Here 3.6 into 10 raised to minus 10 meter. Then mass, we know that H is equal to, what is de Broglie equation? What is de Broglie equation? Lambda is equal to H upon mv, and here he asks mass of the photon. Therefore mass is equal to here H upon lambda into V. H upon lambda into V. So what is the value here? So it is 6.626 into 10 raised to minus 34 joule second here. It is, I will write this mass he asked in kg meter square per second divided by lambda is equal to 3.6 into 10 raised to minus 10 meter into nu. So it is here this velocity mass of a photon. Photon, what is the velocity of a photon? We know that velocity of the photon is 3 into 10 raised to 8 meters per second. So second cancels here, and here meter cancels, meter cancels, and then you will get mass of the electron is equal to. So here the mass of the electron is 0.6135 into 10 raised to, look here, it is taken to the numerator, then you will get minus 32 kg. Kg only remains here. It is minus, it become plus, and it become minus 10 raised to minus 2, and 10 raised to minus 2 is taken to the numerator, it becomes 10 raised to minus 32. It is kg. You may move the decimal to this side also, 0.6.135 into 10 raised to minus 30 is like this. So now let us see few examples on Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. Look here students, Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. Number 1, a microscope using suitable photon is employed to locate an electron in an atom within a distance of 0.1 angstrom unit. What is the uncertainty? What is the uncertainty involved in the measurement of its velocity? So he asked the velocity. We know the formula. First I will write the formula. Delta V delta x is equal to 4 pi upon so here Heisenberg's uncertainty principle h upon 4 pi. This is called as a Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. Look here, a microscope using suitable photon is employed to locate an electron ಒಂದು ಮೈಕ್ರೋಸ್ಕೋಪನ್ನು ಫೋಟಾನನ್ನು ಒಂದು ಮೈಕ್ರೋಸ್ಕೋಪ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಸಣ್ಣ ಅತಿ ಸೂಕ್ಷ್ಮವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವಸ್ತುಗಳನ್ನು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. ಎ ಮೈಕ್ರೋಸ್ಕೋಪ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಸುಟೇಬಲ್ ಫೋಟಾನ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಡ್ ಟು ಲೊಕೇಟ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನನ್ನು ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯೋ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಮೈಕ್ರೋಸ್ಕೋಪ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು. ಇನ್ ಎನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ವಿತಿನ್ ಎ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ 0.1 ಆಂಗ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಮ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್. ಆ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟದ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನನ್ನು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ 0.1 ಆಂಗ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಮ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಅದ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್, ಲೊಕೇಶನ್. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಅನ್ಸರ್ಟನಿಟಿ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಮೆಜರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ? ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ವಿ ಕೇಳ್ಯಾನ. ಸೊ ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ವಿ ಕೇಳ್ಯಾನಂತಂದ ಮೇಲೆ ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಮಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಫೋಟಾನ್ ಗೊತ್ತದೆ. ಮಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಫೋಟಾನ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಎಮ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 9.11 ಇಂಟು 10⁻31 kg. ಮಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಫೋಟಾನ್ ಗೊತ್ತದ ಐತೆ, ಮಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಫೋಟಾನ್. ದೆನ್ ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಗೊತ್ತದ, ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಅನ್ಸರ್ಟನಿಟಿ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅದ್ರದ್ದು ಇದ್ರೊಳಗೆ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗ್ತದೆ 0.1 ಆಂಗ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಮ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್. 0.1 ಆಂಗ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಮ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಅದು. ಸೊ 0.1 ಆಂಗ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಮ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗ್ತದೆ? ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ 0.1 ಇಂಟು 10⁻10. ಸೊ 10⁻10 ಮೀಟರ್ ಆಂಗ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಮ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್, 10⁻10 ಮೀಟರ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮಾಸ್ ಗೊತ್ತದೆ, ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಗೊತ್ತದೆ, ದೆನ್ ಎಚ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಗೊತ್ತದೆ, ದೆನ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ. ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ವಿ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಎಚ್ ಅಪಾನ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ 4πm ಇಂಟು ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಎಕ್ಸ್. ಹಾಕ್ರಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಹಾಕ್ರಿ, ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ, ಎಲ್ಲ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಗಳನ್ನು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ. ದೆನ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ವಿ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 6.626 into 10⁻34. I will take in kg. So kg meter square per second divided by, so 4 into 3.14, pi value 3.14 into mass 9.11 into 10⁻31, it is kg into delta x 0.1 into 10⁻10 meter. So students, what is the value here? ಇದು ಮೀಟರ್ದು ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ, ಮೀಟರ್ ಕೆ ಜಿ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಏನು ಉಳಿತು ಇಲ್ಲಿ? ಲುಕ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಿಯರ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ವಿ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 6.626 ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ, ಇದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಶಾರ್ಟ್ಕಟಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ. ಸೊ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗ್ತದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ? ಉಳಿದಿದ್ದು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 4.4 ಇಂಟು 3.14 ಇಂಟು 9.11 ಇಂಟು 0.1 ಇಂಟು ನೋಡಿರಿ -31 ಅದ, -10 ಅದ, -41 ಆಗ್ತದೆ. -41 ಮೇಲೆ ಒಯ್ದು ಅಂದರೆ -41 ಮೇಲೆ ಒಯ್ದಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದರೆ +41 ಆಗ್ತದೆ. +41 ಒಳಗೆ ಇದನ್ನು -34 ತೆಗೆದುಬಿಟ್ರಿ. ತೆಗೆದುಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಉಳಿತದೆ? ಇಂಟು 10⁻7 ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೀಟರ್ per second. It is a meter per second. Then what is the value here? Delta V is equal to, ಇದಿಷ್ಟು ಮಾಡಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ವಿ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು, ಲುಕ್ ಹಿಯರ್, 4 ಇಂಟು 3.14 9.11 ಇಂಟು 0.1 ಇಂಟು 10⁻7. ಸೊ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ 0.579 ಇಂಟು 10⁻7 meters per second. It is the delta V. Look here students, or you may write, you move the decimal here, delta V is equal to 5.79 into 10⁻6 meters per second. Means one decimal point is moved on the right hand side, it becomes 10⁻1 and it is meters per second. This is the answer here. So look here, so first you have to write the data on the right hand side, then you understand the problem. It is on Heisenberg's. Let us see another one example of Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. Second one, a golf ball has a mass of 40 kg, 40 gram, sorry, 40 gram, and a speed of and a speed of 45 meters per second. If the speed can be measured within accuracy of 2%, calculate uncertainty in the position. Calculate uncertainty in the position. Look here. A golf ball, golf ಆಡ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಆ ಬಾಲ್ ಸಣ್ಣದು ವೈಟ್, ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಮಾಸ್ 4 ಗ್ರಾಮ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ 40 ಗ್ರಾಮ್, ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಮಾಸ್ 40 ಗ್ರಾಮ್, 40 ಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಅದ ಅದರದ್ದು, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಆಫ್ 45 meters per second. ಇಫ್ ದ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಮೆಜರ್ಡ್ ವಿತಿನ್ ಅಕ್ಯುರಸಿ ಆಫ್ 2% ಅನ್ನ, ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ಆಬ್ಟೈನ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಡಿವೈಡಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ 100. 2%. ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಅನ್ಸರ್ಟನಿಟಿ ಇನ್ ದ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಕೇಳ್ಯಾನ. ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳ್ಯಾನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಆಗಲಿ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದ, ಈಗ ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಎಕ್ಸ್, ಎರಡರ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಬಿಡಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ದ ಅನ್ಸರ್ಟನಿಟಿ ಇನ್ ದ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಈಸ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್, the uncertainty, look here students, the uncertainty in the speed is 2%, it is 2%, then that is 45 into 2 divided by 100, 45, look here, meters per second speed, it is the accuracy of 2%, so it is 2, it is near about 0.9 meters per second. 2% accuracy ಅಂದಾನ. ಇಫ್ ದ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಮೆಜರ್ಡ್ ವಿತಿನ್ accuracy ಆಫ್ 2% ಅಂದಾನ. ಅದಕ್ಕೇನದಲ್ಲ 0.9 ಮೀಟರ್ಸ್ ಪರ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ಸೊ ಇದು ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ವಿ ಸಿಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಇದರ ವಿಲಾಸತಿ. ದೆನ್ ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಇಂಟು ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ವಿ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಎಚ್ ಅಪಾನ್ 4πm. ದೆನ್ ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಎಚ್ ಅಪಾನ್ 4πm ಇಂಟು ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ವಿ. ಸೊ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ದೀಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್, ಈ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ತೆಗಿಬೇಕನ್ನ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 6.626 ಇಂಟು 10⁻³ kg meter square per second divided by, so 4 into 3.14 into mass that is mass near about 40 gram into, it is given in gram into, so look here students, here the gram should be converted into kg, gram should be converted into kg, gram iddiddu kg ಒಳಗೆ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. I will convert here, so I will here, that is mass is equal to 40 gram is equal to 40 into 10⁻³ kg. So it is converted into kg, and then I will write here 40 into 10⁻³ kg mass, and delta v is given. What is delta v? It is 0.9 meters per second, 0.9 meters per second. Look here, kg cancels, meter cancels, per second cancels, and then delta x is equal to, I will write 6.626 divided by 4 into 3.14 into 40 into 0.9 into, so take again only 10⁻³ is there, and if it is taken on the numerator it becomes only 10⁻31, 10⁻31, it is in meter only. Then delta x is equal to, so what happens here, it is delta x is equal to 0.01464, 0.01464, 0.01464 into 10 raised to minus 31 meter. Or you may move the decimal point. You may move the decimal point. Delta x is equal to 1.46 into, look here, 1 and 2. Two positions are moved. It is a minus. Then it becomes a 10 raised to minus 33 meter. So student, it is the answer here. Look here, I think it is completely clear. The one problem on delta V and one problem on delta X. So both the problems are solved. In Heisenberg's uncertainty principle also solved, in de Broglie equations are also solved. So thank you. In next class we will discuss about the next unit.